Hello and welcome to the last letters and numbers of the week. And we have got a great show of puzzles in store for you, of the alphanumeric and even numobetic variety. But first, let's hail our heroes, Lily Cerner and David Astle. And our contestants for tonight, of course, starting with our new carryover champion, teacher librarian, Judith Hall. Hello, Judith.
Hello, Richard.
Now, when I say Judith, of course, I don't mention the E on the end of your name, and it's a slightly unusual spelling, isn't it? How did that come about?
My mother and father both had an E on the end of their name, and they decided I shouldn't be left out, so...
So you were just Judith with an E?
Judith with an E. So...
Well, you know, I mean, you could do all sorts of things with that, because, for example, if you'd been June, you could have been a town. You could have been Junee.
I could have.
Well, I mean, come on, David, you're good at this sort of thing. Well, add an E. What could you come up with?
Well, Don would already have been done, I suppose. In fact, if you were Pat, you could be pate as well. That's another thought.
That sounds delicious. Anyway, welcome back, Judith.
Thank
That
you.
was a great night last night, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more excitement tonight. Welcome. And challenging Judith is astrophysicist Brad Tucker. Hello, Brad.
Hi, Richard.
So what actually do you do? Because I've heard of phrases like, you know, dark energy and supernovae and things of that sort. Is that what you study?
That's right. So we use supernova, which are these bright stellar explosions, to figure out what dark energy is, which we think dark energy is a force that is causing the universe to expand, and not only expand, increase in that expansion.
It sounds like something out of Star Wars. Do you look at science fiction and enjoy it, or do you find it a little bit dodgy?
I don't have a whole lot of time for science fiction, sadly, but we could probably take a lesson in being creative, since we have dark energy and dark matter, and every telescope has to have large or big in it.
Well, I'm sure you'll be creative tonight. Great to have you here. Good luck. So all the best against the clock tonight, Judith Hall and Brad Tucker. And we kick the challenges off with the letters game. And Judith, you know what to do now?
Hello, Lily.
Hi, Judith.
I'd like to start with a consonant, please.
Certainly. Let's start with M.
And another, thank you.
S.
And a vowel, please.
E.
And another vowel.
O.
And another consonant, please.
T.
Another consonant.
N.
And a vowel, please.
I.
Another consonant.
R.
And a final consonant, thank you.
And lastly, B.
Our first 30 seconds. How did those first letters go for you, Judith?
6, Richard.
And what about you, Brad?
The same as 6.
6, let's start with yours.
Mr.
And yours, Judith?
Minors.
They both seem good, David?
And I suppose we could spell it either way, Judith. Which way did you spell it for the
I
record?
had an ER.
ER, OR as well was there. Both good for 6.
What did you find, David?
Well, I saw bromine for 7, but then I found a full Monty.
Oh! Excellent. End of the week. At least we get that big bang.
We do, and it's a hell of a great word because it's brimstone, B-R-I-M-S-T-O-N-E, which is the sulphurous mass that is associated with hell.
That is great. So fire and brimstone to finish things off. Well done, David. Thank you. Great find of a 9-letter word, but good work from Judith and Brad, 6 points each. Well, we started with a big bang, which I guess, Brad, should have appealed to you. What would you like in the way of letters?
Can I start with a consonant, please?
You certainly can. L.
And another one?
Q.
One more.
S.
Okay, can I get a vowel, please?
A.
And another?
U.
And one more, please?
E.
Okay, let's try a consonant now.
H.
And another consonant?
R.
And one more vowel, please.
And last letter, I.
And here's the clock. How did you go?
I'll go with the 5, actually.
A 5. OK. Judith?
I have a 6.
Let's start with the 5 first, Brad.
Shire.
And your 6, Judith?
Quails.
That sounds good, David.
Does sound good. Squeal of Delight, which is another 6 with that Q. Good 6, Judith. Now, I actually took that Q away because it was problematic and looked at the other 8 letters, and there was hauliers, H-A-U-L-I-E-R-S, which are essentially truck drivers or those involved in sort of long-distance haulage.
Good work, David, and well done to Judith, 6 points. Well, let's mix it up a bit now with the first of the numbers games. Between 5 and 10 points are up for grabs here, provided our contestants get within at least 10 of the target number. And Judith, you to start. Now, you were very strong on the family mix last night. You going to stick with it?
I definitely am. Yes. Thank you, Lily.
Thanks, Judith. That's 4 small and 2 large. And starting with the smalls, 5, 7, 2 and 3. And the 2 large, 150. The target number is 413.
Let's try for it. How close did you get, Judith?
410.
Just 3 off. Nice work. What about you, Brad?
415.
415, just 2 away. So you're closest. Tell us what you did, please.
I started with 5 times 100 is 500.
5 by 100 is 500.
Minus the 50 is 450.
Minus 50 is 450.
Then add the 3 and the 2.
Add the 3 and the 2
Multiply that by 7
by the 7.
is 35.
35.
450 minus 35 is...
4 is 415. Well done.
So, good work. Only 2 off the target. How close did you get, Lily?
Yeah, I managed to get there. I did it by using a little bit of tweakage. 100 plus 2 multiplied by 7 minus 3, which is 4, which is 400 plus 8, 408. And add the remaining 5 to give you 413.
Lovely work. And 7 very good points, though, for Brad. That means that our scores are very close indeed. Judith on 12, Brad just 1 point ahead on 13 as we head for our first break. That means your first word mix for tonight, it's pain tool. And the clue, take it or leave it. See you in a while.
What was it like to live through the devastation of London's wartime blitz?
I was hit on the head by a large piece of the ceiling coming down.
We dived under the kitchen table.
Tony Robinson explores Britain's time of terror with the help of some explosives.
We'll witness exactly what those bombs did to streets like this. And these aren't Hollywood pyrotechnics, they're real bombs.
Blitz Street, tonight, 8:30 on SBS 1.
This week, for 3 special days, your local Hyundai dealer is offering you great deals when you test the best of Hyundai's award-winning range, plus a $750 Maya gift card on selected models. So don't miss out. The Hyundai 3-day sale ends this weekend.
We're a small business based in Alice Springs. We install and maintain solar power systems, both Grid Connect and standalone. I love the fact that I can go and put something out in the sun and it can produce usable power. I just find the technology amazing. It's tomorrow's technology today.
Across Australia, people like Reed are already working to create a clean energy future. But a carbon price will help us do more. It's not a tax on individuals, it's a charge paid only by Australia's biggest polluters. And the money raised will go towards our clean energy future, supporting jobs and giving tax cuts and increased payments to households. Find out more at australia.gov.au/clean energy future. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Stressless would like to introduce something comfortable, something beautiful, something never on sale before, until now. Stressless present the Manhattan Sofa Collection. Transform your living room into an oasis of comfort with this beautiful European furniture. Come into your nearest Stressless Comfort Studio and take advantage of our fantastic offer with massive savings across the entire Manhattan range. There's even a chance to win an amazing Norwegian escape. Stressless, the innovators of comfort.
Welcome back. Yes, you can take it or leave it because it is optional. Well, David, what have you got for us tonight?
Knock, knock.
Oh, who's there?
Wire.
Wire who?
Well, why are you asking?
I could see that coming. I just felt I was going to be drawn in, but there must be a history behind Knock Knock. When did it start?
It's a fascinating history, and it actually relates back to a Shakespeare play, which is the first cited example of the knock knock joke, or the equivalent of a knock knock joke. It comes from Macbeth, or I should say the Scottish play.
Oh, that's right. Bad luck to say it out loud.
And anyway, in Act 2, Scene 3 of that play, just after Duncan had been murdered, sorry, spoiler alert there, but Macduff came scrambling along to Cawdor Castle, which was where Macbeth resided, and was banging on the door with this urgent news. And on the other side of the door was a drunken porter who kept on saying, "Who's there?" and was essentially speculating on who could be there with all these really sort of lame jokes and puns.
So this was a little bit of a kind of comedic performance.
It was. But what's interesting is that across the world there are knock-knock jokes, each by different names according to the culture. In France, for example, they're called toc-tocs. In the Netherlands, they're called klop-klops. And in Japan, they're called con-cons. So all onomatopoeic, of course. But knock, knock.
Who's there?
Tad.
Tad?
That's all. Let's get on with it.
Thank you, David.
Pleasure.
Let's have a look at those scores. And they are, as I said before the break, very close indeed. Judith is on 12, Brad just 1 point ahead on 13. And we're heading for some more letters. With you to go, Brad.
Thank you, Richard. Consonant, please.
Thanks, Brad. K.
And another.
G.
One more, please.
C.
And one more consonant.
L.
And a vowel.
O.
And another.
E.
One more, please.
A.
Consonant, please.
D.
And another consonant, please.
And last letter, F.
Thanks, Lily. Here's the clock. Well, it looked like a tough mix to me. What did you make of it, Brad?
A 7.
7. You did well. Judith?
I got a 7 as well.
OK, I'm the one who's in trouble here. Anyway, let's start with your 7, Judith.
Flocked.
And yours, Brad?
Cloaked.
Very nice indeed. Well,
Beautiful.
I should have looked harder, David, shouldn't
You
I?
should have, actually. And cloaked, a little bit of a clue with talking of the Scottish play, all those cloaks there. Flocked, also excellent. Great 7s.
What did you come up with?
Well, in fact, there's lockage, which is payment for the use of a lock in a canal, and there's also dockage, payment for the use of a dock. They were the other 7s that I found.
Nice stuff and good scores from both Judith and Brad, 7 points each. Let's see what we can get from the next lot of letters. And Judith, there you